Hello internet, what is going on, and welcome back to Top 10 Nerd, the channel where we flop more gracefully than the virtual boy. Thanks for all the what ups from our previous videos as well as the what downs, because my resolve is pure steel. It's much appreciated though, and it's a pleasure to be on board right here at Nerd City. My name's Jack Finch, and today I'll be your host as we take a look at 10 surprising Batwoman facts. If you haven't already, make sure to take a look at Kelly's string of Venom videos on our channel playlist and give a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Share it with your friends and your enemies, because a balanced information diet is very important to maintain. Now, with the recent announcement of Ruby Rose being picked up as Batwoman for the CW's DC Network series, everyone's favourite Kate Kane has stepped back into the Bat Signal spotlight. But it's caused some pretty strong reactions from fans and critics alike, with many believing that it's a bad move for the Kane character and her step into the Arrowverse. Well, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. So, kicking us off at number 10, she's gay. Yep. Kate Kane is out and she's incredibly proud. After her revamped character and costume was revealed in the spring of 2006, originally intended for Barbara Gordon, Batwoman was also given a brand new sexual identity. In the 1950s and 60s, under DC's Golden and Silver Age, Batwoman was intended to be a romantic love interest for Batman. But in the New 52, issue number 7, her past relationship with Gotham police detective Renee Montoya is revealed. The decision proved to be a little bit controversial, but proved immensely popular with fans from the LGBT community, with DC noting their desire to diversify their wider universe. At number 9, she has an evil twin. Everyone's favourite uncanny narrative device also plagues Batwoman. Batwoman's twin sister, Elizabeth Kane, was part of the terrorist kidnapping that devastated the Kane family in their early years. The twins, along with their mother, were kidnapped in Brussels, Belgium, after their father, Colonel Jacob Kane, had been transferred there to NATO. Their mother, Gabby, was shot through the head, and Elizabeth was also pictured as losing her life. But of course, this is DC, and Elizabeth Kane later popped up to cause chaos in Batwoman's life as a member of the Religion of Crime. After styling herself as the main character of her favourite Alice in Wonderland, Elizabeth, now known as Alice, quickly rose through the ranks of the Dark Faith criminal organisation and was fast on her way to becoming the new High Priestess of Gotham City. Oh, and also, she'd only ever speak in quotes from Alice in Wonderland. That wasn't annoying at all. Eventually, she was kind of saved by Batwoman and taken to an offshore treatment facility by their father in the hope that her broken mind could eventually be restored. Coming up at number 8, she's Jewish. For the majority of DC's lifespan, it's been hard to imagine the likes of Batman, Cyborg, and The Flash having any time for religion. It's an important character device and can paint a picture of their lives away from the mask. While in the New 52, we began to understand Batwoman as having a much more well-rounded identity. She was more than just a gay superhero, and in the DC Infinite Holiday Special, she was shown celebrating Hanukkah with her then love interest, Renee Montoya. There are other Jewish superheroes though, Martin Stein aka Firestorm being one, but Batwoman is the most obvious for DC fans, and what it demonstrates is a much deeper character that modern readers can connect with. Next up at number 7, she knows how to throw a party. Rarely do you see a DC veteran goofing around with pals or relaxing at a bar downtown. Yeah, we've got Bruce Wayne milling around at a charity gala, drinking faux martinis and eating finger food. But we all know it's just one big act to further the progress of Wayne Industries so he can get himself a brand new batsuit. Kate Kane couldn't be further from that charity schmooze if she tried. She's a party animal, and she never pretends otherwise. After a certain plot point that we'll cover in a later segment, Batwoman moved back to her hometown of Gotham City, and after that, she hit the town pretty hard. In the New 52, Kate Kane's story shows her staying up late, drinking appletinis and dancing the night away. She dropped out of college, broke up with her then girlfriend, more on that later again, and generally was a wayward soul with zero purpose in life. During a flashback in Rebirth's Detective Comics, we see Kate Kane getting attacked by a mugger as she leaves a club late at night. After kicking his ass, Batman shows up and inspires Kate to finally put down her dancing shoes and strike out on the path to being a vigilante. vigilante. Coming in at number 6, she's filthy rich. And by filthy rich, we mean her bank balance could give Bruce Wayne a run for his money. Yep, she pretty much rivals Batman in every single way. In 52's issue 7, we get an intriguing insight into Batwoman's origin. Both her mother and father, Jacob and Gabrielle Kane, worked in military intelligence, moving all across the globe and presumably getting regularly promoted and rising through the ranks. Also earning a heck ton of money. After the whole kidnapping thing and Batwoman's mother dying, her father, Jacob Kane, went on to marry the billionaire arms dealing heiress, Catherine Hamilton. Kate Kane instantly leapt to the lofty status of a wealthy socialite, giving her the perfect guise to fulfill her lifestyle as a crime-fighting vigilante. Now at number 5, she was once a filmmaker. In the Silver Age span of comics, Batwoman was actually technically related to Batman. Originally her name was Kathy Webb and she married into the Kane name by means of a Mr. Nathan Kane, aka the younger brother of Martha Wayne. It's all pretty confusing, but essentially the Silver Age Batwoman was Bruce Wayne's aunt. This all takes place during Grant Morrison's 2011 Batman Incorporated series, which goes on to detail the ongoings of the Kane family. Before she met Nathan Kane though, who was also a millionaire, Kathy lived life as an aspiring independent film director. Sadly, she soon gave that up after Nathan Kane, well, he bought her an entire circus as a birthday present. As you would. At number 4, she was discharged from the military. As we've said before, Batwoman's father, Jacob Kane, was a buzz-cut, military drilling kind of dude, and Kate soon followed in his footsteps. She took to study combat at the United States Military Academy, where the first seeds of her martial prowess were sown. Things soon came to a halt though after Kate's sexuality manifested and she was kicked out of the military for having a relationship with her roommate, an accusation which she straight up refused to deny. She stuck to her guns, but her military background didn't end there. After she was kicked out, she used stolen military grade equipment and armour to outfit her Batwoman work in progress, and would use it to throw down in her early crime fighting days. Her dad though, who's a pretty cool dude, sent her out on 2 years of intense military training to fine-tune her crime-fighting ability. Here's a fun fact. In Flashpoint, the alternate timeline created by the Flash, Kate Kane is seen actively working as a soldier, although she ends up getting killed during a skirmish with a group of terrorists. Those alternate realities, eh? Next up at number 3, she was very nearly ritualistically sacrificed. Batwoman was kind of stabbed in the heart by a crazed cultist. You know, usually superheroes get saved at the last minute, but not Kate Kane. She's straight up mortally wounded in issue 25 of the New 52. It all went down after Bruno Mannheim, an evil gang leader, discovers the weird sacred evil texts of the crime Bible and starts taking the teachings of a book pretty seriously. We all know how that goes down. Basically, Bruno discovers a prophecy that he believes relates to Batwoman, and he sets up the Intergang with the sole purpose of kidnapping her, ritualistically sacrificing her, and then reducing Gotham to ruin. Thankfully, after being stabbed in the heart, Kate Kane pulls the knife out of her own chest and then murders Bruno Mannheim with his own blade. Nice. Oh, also she survives, but the scars remain and her breathing is forever impaired. At number 2, she was a female Fury. Kate Kane was part of the super angry, superhuman sect of the Female Furies, who were loyal to tyrannical ruler of the planet Apocalypse, Darkseid. They were led by the absolutely psychotic Granny Goodness, who's got a pretty lengthy track record of brainwashing and torturing her way across the universe. During Grant Morrison's final crisis, Catwoman, Batwoman, Wonder Woman and Giganta are all individually brainwashed into becoming Darkseid's newest incarnation of the Female Furies. Batwoman is given the privilege of being possessed by the evil spirit of Mad Harriet, one of Darkseid's OG Furies, and things were generally looking pretty grim for Kate Kane. Although she did get to wield the deceased Mad Harriet's incredibly powerful energy gauntlets, which packed so much punch that they could take down even the strongest of metahumans. Thankfully though, the alternate reality of Final Crisis never actually came to fruition, and Batwoman continued to be unaware of her time at the Female Furies. And finally, at number 1, her dad loves her. At our final point, we're giving a shout out to possibly the chillest superhero dad since the dawn of time, Jacob Kane. As we know, most superhero dads are either absent, dead, or just plain old evil, but not old Jacob Kane. He's always been Batwoman's most loyal supporter. After she was discharged from the military, Jacob Kane didn't lose his cool and flip out over Kate's life choices, but he praised her for sticking to her convictions and having the integrity to do what was right. When he found out she was using stolen military equipment to fight crime in Gotham, He didn't blow a gasket, he forgave her and instead used his extensive military connections across the globe to send her on a 2-year intensive combat training tour. He didn't put his nose in where it didn't need to be, he didn't throw his weight around in a futile attempt to wrangle his own daughter. He believed that she was courageous enough to make the best choice and, well, he was pretty much right to do so because, well, you know, she ended up being Batwoman. What do you guys think? How do you think Ruby Rose will portray Batwoman in the Arrowverse? Are you a fan of the idea? Let us know in the comment box down below. I'm sure you will. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, and to continue your dive into the DC universe, feel free to hit any of the playlists floating shortly above. You've been watching Top 10 Nerd, I've been your host Jack Finch, and until next time, you take it easy.